Vanessa, what was your takeaway from the Summit League opening weekend there? What did you think how you guys performed?
It was really fun. Like Jesse said, we executed the scouting report really well, and I feel like competitively, energy-wise, we were just really there. And overall, I feel like we all took away something important, which was like just just continuing that energy we had in that third set is something we'll take away from and into all our next matches.
What have you thought about your first stretch of UND volleyball here? What's it been like, getting into your role this season?
Yeah, I really like UND. UND, there's like a different level of learning process here, and that you're allowed to make those mistakes to be able to learn from them. And I think just settling in and just knowing that I can make a mistake, but I also know how and what to do better because of like the coaching and just like the teammates and their support and everything. I think that's what really allowed me to come out of kind of like my shell of like, I can make a mistake and that's okay. And like, we have this saying where the grass is still green, the sky is still blue. And that really helped me during that game.
What do you want to see out of your team? Maybe it's the same, maybe it's different as you guys have these home ones this weekend.
I really want to see that energy, that spark we all had in the third set, where we just felt like this wave of confidence that I don't think I've ever seen in a team, as it was really heavily present in all of our players in the third set, rather than just like some of them, like on some teams I've been on. But on this one, it was just, we were all on the same wavelength. And going into this home match where we're going to be supported by all our fans and like the Betty and everything, that's just, I think that'll just like explode with all that confidence we had in the third set.
Going from high school volleyball to non-conference to Summit League, what's the biggest change you've seen, and what has surprised you the most?
I think for sure the pace of the game, and because going into it, I didn't think it'd be that different than high school and club and everything, but the pace is very different. And here at UND, we run a super fast offense. So it was just getting adjusted to that and then getting acclimated to other teams' speed as well. And then, like I said before, just being able to know that making a mistake is okay as long as you know how to learn from it and grow from that. So, yeah.
And for you, being a young player, how important is it you guys face teams that know how to set up their attacks really well, and that helps you, get better at defense?
Yeah, I think for me, it helps me just to know that wow, that's something really cool to see and everything, and just to be able to learn from that as well and take that as an experience rather than as a crushing defeat, because you can learn from everything. So.
You kind of talked about this earlier, and I'm sure you heard me ask Coach this, but playing at home and having that environment behind that, what does that change up for you and your team?
I think it's just really the energy at the Betty, and just like Coach said, being able to sleep in our own beds and everything. I think that's something that'll help us tremendously going into these next matches and everything. But I think just that, because we're at home, that confidence of we're at home, we can do this, that'll be really impactful.